next candidate to be placed in nomination for the office of President of the United States, Mr. Kevin McCormick.
First off, thank you, everyone. You're probably wondering where my nomination committee is. I just decided I was throwing everything out the window. I'm feeling a lot of emotion right now. I did this for my emotions. This might be a little messy, but everyone in America needs to feel the emotion that we feel in this room right now, and I'm full of it. So first to America. I'm Kevin McCormick. I've been a libertarian since 1996, when I first decided I wasn't a fan of the Clintons the first time around. I had my opportunity, thank you. I had my opportunity then to cast my ballot, and I voted for the Libertarian Harry Brown. He's one hell of a man, and I have tried my hardest to be one as well. The example Harry set for us was that we set aside our differences and we work together. We do not give in to petty infighting, because that is one of the key things that makes us different from the other parties. Every election, the established parties promise us anything and everything to get our vote. They don't know what it's like living paycheck to paycheck. They don't know what it's like struggling to put food on your table every night. They don't know what it's like to watch your father or grandfather die waiting for treatment from the VA. That is not my country. The Republicans and Democrats have divided this country, and for what? So they can violate our rights and destroy the future of our children? America, we need to stop fighting each other and unite. I am fighting for smaller government, and this party is fighting for smaller government. Personal freedoms, privacy, and our free speech. We need these rights back. If you want the government out of your life, out of your bedroom, and out of your body, you need to be voting Libertarian this year. There is only one choice for you in November. Stand up with us and vote Libertarian in November. Join me and stand up against two of the worst presidential candidates in the history of the United States. It's time for all of us to stop fighting each other and come together for this country and for this party. This party is here. We are the party of the people. We are the party that can save this country from itself. It's time to nominate a Libertarian who's ready to take off the gloves and hit back at the establishment. Now that I got that clear message out for America, it's time for me to let some of my emotions and things out. I did a late run in this. I joined up in March. I was told I was crazy doing this. I had multiple friends tell me, don't do it. Don't waste your money, Kevin. But many of you don't know, I was a very loud-mouthed child. That's how I found the Libertarian Party in '96. When Harry Brown actually responded to me directly when I sent him an email. I felt I had paid this forward. I've had multiple high school students reach out to me through my campaign. And I've enjoyed calling everyone back personally and surprising the shit out of them. They have made me excited for some of the youth I see out there, because they feel and have some of the same traditions for us. I have told many of you today, because many of you have met me for the first time, I have made this run because we need to break the mold. We need to break the stereotypes that people have out there. We haven't had the social changes we see in this country. We haven't seen the acceptance of gays in gay marriage because someone read a paper and suddenly woke up and said, you know something, they're not evil and they're not going to end the fucking world. They made these changes because they met someone who broke that stereotype they had in their head. And once that stereotype is broken, their mind is open to new opinions. That is what we need to do this year. We as a Libertarian Party need to break those stereotypes and open the minds of America. We are the party of the people. Look around this room. This is the most diverse group of people you will ever see at a political convention. You tell me if you'll see a star child at the Democratic or Republican convention stage. What is America afraid of? This is our country. These are our people, and we have a right to feel how we feel. You shouldn't invade those rights. I got myself in my mouth in a lot of trouble as a kid. But I would never stand for my rights to be violated. There were times I chose not to eat, to fight when my rights were violated. They could never shut me up. Many of you wondered where I went and where I came from when I came back into this. And the reality is the system did hold me down and crush me for a period of time. And I haven't told anyone this, but I came back to life this year because I have two beautiful daughters now, a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old. My 6-year-old, right after her first word, I swear she was negotiating terms of agreements with me next. And pointing out to me how my policies are unfair and how I'm contradicting what I told her 5 minutes ago. And as someone who had that spirit in him, I knew I was in a lot of trouble. But the one thing I knew as a father was I was never going to break that spirit. I was never going to let someone hold down her spirit and break it and make her think she can't do something and represent herself and feel the person that she is. And I've done the best I could. And then this year, as I was going through this political cycle, even before I saw the disaster of debate that I referenced with the Republican Party talking about the size of people's hands, I was telling my daughter about who was running because they were learning about it in school. And I told her that Hillary Clinton was running. And she said, "Dad, that can't be right." And I was like, oh, wait a minute, maybe she's getting a lot smarter than I thought. But no, she told me a woman can't be president. And then it hit me. I know a lot of people out there feel like they have to vote for Hillary because we have to have someone in place. No, you need to have a good representation of women running for president. And it hit me at such at just age 6, she just graduated kindergarten, that the government and the system was already breaking my daughter's spirit. And that's the real reason why I did this. Because she needs to see, and America needs to see, that we are not going to allow our spirit to be broken. That we are going to stand up for our rights, and we are going to come together as a country. We cannot allow what is currently going on in this country to continue. We need to go out after this is over. We need to unite and bring this party together, and we need to go out to the streets. We need to mobilize our state and county affiliates, and we need to break the stereotypes. Everybody wants the stereotype of politics to be broken, but then they ask us where the guy is that's been doing politics for 20 years. If you want to break the stereotype and break how things are, people need to vote Libertarian and vote their principles. To those people who think that a wasted vote is voting for the third party, you are wrong. Wake up. We are in this situation because you don't vote your principles. Your vote is your voice. If you allow someone to silence your voice by voting for the lesser of two evils, then your voice will never be heard. If you want your voice to be heard, go to the ballot box in November and vote Libertarian because we are the party of the people. So I ask everyone tonight, once again, whoever our nominee is, we need to stand up together at the end of this process. We need to unite, come together as the party of the people, and the party that is going to save this country from itself. We're ready to take the gloves off. We're going to hit back at the establishment, and we're going to take our country back. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McCormick.